like a Decade Achievement Award, because what came to mind during this nomination was the really several year effort for Jill and a whole team. Maya, I mean, there's a lot of people involved, Sam, in getting, and Floor, getting the Community Health Worker Association organized and ready to get voluntary certification through. And there is so much work that needed to be done from the Sunrise hearings. I won't go into all the various pieces that have to happen, but it really is a monumental achievement, and it's gonna, I think, of the last legislative session, it's among the things that are gonna have the biggest positive public health impact, because a couple of years from now, maybe 18 months, hopefully, we're gonna start having certified community health workers out in the field. And the reason that that's so important is because with that certification comes a mechanism for reimbursement. And that means that the workforce has an opportunity to get paid. The managed care organizations have a workforce that can help with that care coordination at the grassroots level. And so it was a several-year struggle, but we got it. We're not done, though, because we got to get the rules written, just saying. So, Jill, come on up.
But first of all, I'd like to say that really, I think the reason that we were able to persist in all this legislative effort for community health workers is because we are one of the few states that actually has an association of community health workers that represents community health workers throughout the state, that is run by community health workers themselves, has been organized by community health workers, and I think that is the push in our state that has really made so many people come together to really support community health workers. And I'd like to recognize the leadership of Floor. Floor, will you come up here? None of this could have happened without Floor. It's very nice that I was nominated, but it truly was the association that made this happen. We have over 200 members of our coalition. There is someone sitting at every one of these tables that is part of our coalition, and so, I mean, it really has reached out throughout the state, and as Will said, we're just beginning because we have so much to do. But I do want to tell an Andy Nichols story, because I think it's important that Floor and I both remember this, and that I worked with Andy when before Proposition 204, when it was Proposition 203, and those of you who remember this will remember that it was put before the legislature to raise the eligibility guidelines, and it passed, and Andy was ecstatic, and everybody said, wow, that was really great, and they had worked really hard to do it, and then our legislature said, well, we're not going to enact this. And so people like me, you know, went and said, oh, we're really sorry, Andy, you know, too bad, that was a great effort. He said, what are you talking about? We are now going to start an initiative that says if we pass an initiative, the legislature will enact it. And so there everybody goes out again. And I kept saying, you gotta be kidding, we're not really gonna go out again. And he said, yes, we are. And so that was an enormous fight, and practically every signature got challenged in that, but it did pass. And then I said, well, you know, we're going to take a little rest now, right? And sure enough, you know, and he said, nope, we're going out now with many other people, not just Andy. And so that particular piece of legislation really taught me that it's really all about persistence. And Maya and I teach an advocacy class, and the first reading that the students have always had to read is one that the title of it is Advocacy is Not for the Faint of Heart, because it really isn't. And I look around this room and I see so many people that have done so much for so long that we really salute you. But please stay with the community health worker movement, support us.